we're gonna make homemade mayonnaise and I'm gonna show you how easy it is. A mason jar because it will measure the olive oil for me, and then I'll just keep it in this jar and store it in the fridge. This is the olive oil that I use. It is mild tasting and I love the flavor of this olive oil. We use it to dip our bread in, so it has a really good taste on its own. There's some of y'all that are saying that it is disgusting with olive oil. I feel like the base of a good mayonnaise will start with a good olive oil. If it is too much for you, then find the light tasting olive oil. As always, I'm always doubling or tripling my recipe, so in this video, I am doubling my recipe. But I'm gonna leave the recipe for a standard amount of mayonnaise in the captions. Making some chicken salad, so I know I'm gonna need a lot of mayonnaise right after that. And then I'll have enough for sandwiches for the rest of the week. So I'm gonna need 2 cups of olive oil. Your next ingredient is eggs. I would not put store-bought eggs into my fresh mayonnaise. You don't know how old those eggs are. You don't know where those eggs came from. So these are fresh, just picked them up today, eggs from my backyard. You will need a tablespoon measurement for this. And your next ingredient is gonna be some kind of acidic. I have made this mayonnaise 3 different ways. I've used lemon juice, vinegar, and pickle juice. I will say my absolute favorite will be using pickle juice. I'm doubling my recipe, so I'm using 2 tablespoons of pickle juice. All right, next you're gonna add your mustard. I use Dijon mustard. Mustard as you did your pickle juice. So 2 tablespoons for me because I'm doubling it. All right, now you're gonna salt it. Depends on how salty you want your mayonnaise. I just do a little bit. And that is all you need for homemade mayonnaise. I have not made mayonnaise in any other way without using an immersion blender. I don't know how well it would work out in a blender. The key to using an immersion blender is that you immerse it down in here and you do not pick it up until it starts to get looking like mayonnaise. If you incorporate all of this olive oil too fast, it's going to break your mayonnaise and therefore it's gonna turn out very liquidy and not like a mayonnaise consistency. You can tell mayonnaise has started, so from here I'm gonna start turning and kind of stirring my immersion blender, but not lifting it. All right, from here I'm gonna start tilting my immersion blender, which is gonna slowly bring down and incorporate that olive oil. Right now we're left with a thinner layer of olive oil, so I'll start to lift my immersion blender, but I'm not gonna bring it up above the mayonnaise line, but it will slowly bring in the olive oil. It's pretty much mixed up, and now you can start lifting that immersion blender and getting it all combined together really well. And that is it. Once you got it all mixed, you're left with a super thick mayonnaise.